Rugby in town. We have a repeat of the Olympic final. Fiji up against France. Fans have great memories of this stadium, joined by Carlton Anna. KT, what a nice moment for the big man. Motunatagi leads out the Fijian team as this is a 65 HSBC World Series event, topping the great Jerry Tuai, and a big moment for him.
There's so much history with this Fiji. Nisa Bulivinaka for everyone back in Fiji. 7:20 in the morning, they will be celebrating Motunatagi's amazing achievement, taking over as the leading tournament played against the great Jerry Tuai. What a moment for him.
Pretty good company when you mentioned with Jerry Tuai. Nick Hogan, the Australian, will be in charge in the middle. An important first match, KT, for both these teams.
Well, in this brutal format, there is no chance of starting slow. You have to win your first game. That puts pressure on the other squads in your pool. This is going to be big.
Here we go, Les Bleus in blue jerseys, kicking off, flirting with the 10-meter line, getting hands to it, but it is the Fijians who clean it up. Playing with what's currently leading the World Series. In great form, been on the podium in all 4 events so far this year on the HSBC World Series. Surprisingly, in some ways, only won once here in Vancouver, way back in 2018. In fact, Motunatagi is the sole survivor of that group, but now they found some space out wide. The crowd filled with Fijian expats from all over North America. A great part of this event, and love to see the men in white in full flight. The offload game, such a big part. We'll keep an eye on it because it hasn't been perfection this year. There have been a few turnovers. Again, good width. Pushing it into space. The left-footed chip kick, a bit of a collision. Brought a little bit of time for France to clean it up, but they don't get it initially, and it's been knocked on.
Well, that was great continuity from the Fijians, but equally great defense. Riva, the skipper, coming back and cleaning up in behind. So they weren't playing with a sweeper. Look at him, he's the 4th man in, coming into screen now. Initially does very well, but in the monks are taking their ball and distributing it to the wide. He gets taken out, so a turnover back to Fiji.
Delamare, that a Frenchman, a bit of a speed bump, slowed him down just enough. But a great attacking opportunity. Midfield scrum options, both sides.
That's where Fiji are dangerous. They get a quick heel. They're going to go to the open side with the spaces and they create a 3-on-2 straight away. Very dangerous.
Leilaua will be putting in the scrum. Let's see where his magic boots take off to. He does go with the flow. A high step in. Working with that sideline. They get in a narrow channel. They break one tackle. Quick offload and the bounce is kind. Fantastic support work. Bosse is going to get the first shot for Fiji here in Vancouver.
Georgia Bosse doing some supreme work in the midfield, the late drop-off. But look at him, he knows my job's still not over, so back-to-back efforts from the number 55 for Fiji. He gets the first score, and it's a good one.
It really is the way they play. I know that ball is always going to be alive. They're trying to avoid rucks. And even that was a not super precise pass. It did. For the second time in 2 conversions, we're off the post. So just 5 points on the board. Fiji over France.
Look at him, the series carries. It goes to the top with Luzania Gonzalez. Again, you talk about guys who have got some game. Those two play the same position as well. So not surprised they get the ball in their hands a lot because they're playmakers.
Kick batted back, but claimed by France. Nice feet there. Immediate support. The French side that showed up here a few months before the Olympics got to the final here in Vancouver. There's the offload. Oh, beautiful tip pass into space. Remarkable team play. In the end, it's going to be Zegdar. But look at this pass under pressure to keep the play alive and get France their first score.
That's the skipper too, calling Riva. Delamare makes a great break, but look at this tip on. It's going to come through off the back of this. There's no defense for a perfect pass, and that's one right there from the skip. The Hall of Famer, Gareth Rees, he loves it.
Oh, I like that. 2 Fijians lining up, and he keeps the play alive. Zegdar likes it too, the 26-year-old. And that conversion gives him the lead.
There's two moments already, all right, for this French team.
Yeah.
Riva getting back in defence, yeah, it didn't pay off, but then again going on the other side of the ball and getting that tip on, just those little moments, that's why he's so good.
Well, another moment. You see, free kick for Fiji. Kick has to go 10. France with a skill breakdown. It's a dangerous sight. The full Fijian 7 lining up, full width of the pitch. Nice pass out of the tackle. Madonna, the captain, takes it in. Fairly deep, just sort of sizing up their options. And now there is the kick to it from Veilawa. The referee's going to deem that he was impeded after he kicked it.
This combination of Veilawa and Nanduvalo in the playmaking role for Fiji is really starting to look dangerous. They're playing off each other. Veilawa was so good, waited for Nanduvalo, who's probably been one of the form players on the circuit. So dangerous.
Here they go, 2 minutes left in this first half. Pool B action. We've got New Zealand and Spain to follow. There's a risky pass, but claimed. Again, Fiji really deep in their alignment. Happy to stretch the French from sideline to sideline. For the moment, the men in blue are up to it. Ball in one hand, kicked over the top. Tana, he keeps it alive. And the arcing run out the back door from Mbose, but it doesn't go ahead. Playing on are the French, are jumping on this advantage. And wide, oh, big hit coming in from the sideline. The referee had deemed advantage had accrued, so that knock-on will mean Fiji ball.
Again, great defence shown by the French, and they actually stopped there, Fiji. Muthunathang is the one that dropped it, unfortunately for Fiji, but from there they relaxed, and the French nearly exposed them on the breakout.
When the player, I thought he was okay.
Bobby and Soko coming in there. I thought it was going to be worse, but he saw it just at the last second.
Time on.
Free Hogan deeming time on. Minute to play. And the wee man, Veilawa, sizing up his options in the 88 jersey. Oh, big pressure from France. But the referee says it's illegal, driving up. Quick tap from Fiji. Arcing to the outside. Driving, pumping the legs. Real power. Nanduvalo for Fiji all the way under the poles. That's why he's the top try scorer this season on the HSBC World Series.
He's hot. He's coming in hot. Viwa Nanduvalo. He's been the form player this year. And you know what? With that outstanding individual effort, he will go up to 3 figures. 100 tries for his country. What a momentous way, and what a way to do it. Congratulations, Viwa Nanduvalo.
Big moment. The fans love it, and he had to work for it all. It wasn't like it was an easy run in, KT. He pumped the legs hard.
For slight man, his power, absolutely unbelievable. Look at that, 29 tournaments. That's a pretty exclusive list right there.
2 decent sevens players. 22 tournaments, that's pretty quick going for a man to get 100 tries. We'll keep an eye on the New Zealand effort.
Aquila Rockeliso's not far away.
Well, Rockeliso's got 2 more looking for his 100 tag. Now it's France looking to respond. They're down by 5, and the hooter sounded, but we will play. Oh, there's a tackle after the pass. Referee's letting it go. They're in space, and they're free. Great work from France. France responding. Big dot down from foul. The 22-year-old, right at the end of this first half, getting France back into the ballgame.
Well, they've had an answer to Fiji, haven't they? Look at this breakout. Just numbers loading to speak about the depth on attack. A nice right foot step at full speed as well. So tough for the defense to stop. Effort is just so good, becoming a real contributor in this French squad.
Well, we'll do it. First half here, compelling first half. France 14, Fiji 12. and a chance to go sideline with Ricky Swinnell and a very happy Maurice Longbottom on his 50th game.
Maurice, 50 games, 50 tournaments rather for Australia. Congratulations. What does it mean to you, to your family, to have worn that jersey 50 times?
Thank you. Yeah, very proud and privileged moment for myself, my family, everyone that's been involved in my journey. There's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs as well, and you land a lot of people to get you up from those downs. But and to my boys and the coaching staff as well. I wouldn't be here without those boys as well. They pushed me to absolute limits, and I'm pretty sure I pushed them to theirs as well. So it's been a hell of a journey, and yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone that's played their part in however way possible.
Hell of a match as well, but when you run out and you sweep your hands...
Awesome moment, the two-time Olympian. You know, he's been a real treat for the HSBC World Series. There's never a dull moment when Maurice is around, so a great moment for him.
Oh, it's great recognition for him not only to get to 50 tournaments, what not many people get to do, but the way he's gone about it. He's a real character of the game. That's why we like him.
A few characters in the white jerseys out there. And we are under the dome. It's raining outside, but not in here in Vancouver. HSBC World Series action Saturday morning on the west coast of Canada. And right out of the gates, we got the repeat of the Olympic final. France in the blue jerseys leading Fiji by 2 points. Fiji have not won in Vancouver since way back in 2018. Try and set that straight here in 26. Cleanly taken that longer kick from the Fijians. A real discipline shown by the French at the end of that first half, sticking together, playing off advantage, and clawing back that try to give them the lead. Still going. Delmar. Benoit Babi, the French head coach, will be happy. Julien Candelin, also a former player, is helping out managing, so a lot of running across the face of the defense, pulls it back now. There's 3 Frenchmen out wide. Fiji coming across with some physical. Nandu Valo doing it on defense. Nothing in the middle, and the ball pops loose. That big Fijian arm getting in there. I think it was Nani Vuakula. Penalty against France. That breakdown. Fiji looking casual, but wait for it. Ball's alive. Double tackle from the French, but the contact is up too high. Player without the ball around that ruck there.
Push off the ball.
Again, though, France is showing the ability to hold phases for a long time. This is a massive relief for Fiji. And not often do you see them go to the line out just to get a rest. A lot of hands on hips after that last defensive stretch there. The carries from France really come to the fore. Only leading by 1 at the moment, but the penalties conceded have been of concern.
They have conceded penalties, and they'll be concerned that they are holding the Fijians out for the moment. They conceded their most tries in Perth. The last event we had 21 tries, so they committed to defense, but a few penalties creeping in here. Let's see if that momentum had 21 tries, so they committed to defense, but a few penalties creeping in here. Let's see if that momentum shift is. Oh, look at that grab with the big right mitt. Fiji off and running. Mbose right to the middle. Keeps his feet for so long. Now they're out wide, one-on-one battle, the stop and go. Again, the French win that one. Logan and Soko goes down out wide. The French think they've got rights, but they don't. So the quick tap was the French player 10 meters. The referee seems happy with it. And he's going to call the knock-on against the French.
Oh, I think they snuck away with one there.
For me,
Trying to take it quickly. It was a nice line-out take.
Look at this.
From Mothanathangi, I think it was. Look at that. Oh. Extreme skill from the number 2, Talatolo. You wouldn't expect anything different. Just held it there one hand.
I felt he retreated to the required distance, and then your player ran into him.
We'll see, we just got the explanation there. I think it was Veilawa who took it quickly, but clear instructions from Nick Hogan, the referee. He said it had gone back to 10. He thought so, was play on.
Big scrum. You see 3 white jerseys, the Fijians on the left of your screen, all available. Nothing on the blind side. Again, the scrappy one, and it comes up again.
Easy, easy. Easy. Easy, easy. I'll make a decision.
Look at the way the Fijians are set up. They are so wide in their backline attack, but the French are very, very condensed in the defensive units. What that tells me as an attacker, look at that spread. France are going to go up and they're going to keep connected and slide across and
the ground doesn't have grip.
give away that far side of the field with a lot of space. But if you're connected, that's okay.
Literally half the field to make up, don't they? Yeah. Let's see that lone soldier out there for Fiji. He'd like the ball early.
Well, I suppose it depends too. You can either say, look, we're going to drift over, or we're going to rush up and try and get the ball cut off. And if you're able to make that long pass, it's going to give you time defensively to get to the outside.
Let's see if this scrum settle down. The French are putting some pressure on in here. This one's a bit more stable for Fiji. Has a look at the blind side, but then comes open. And you see those three French defenders come up, working hard to stay connected. Have they done enough? Just enough. The ball's still alive, though. Short side. Oh, another loose ball scapped up. Off the right foot, and Bukeado adding pace to it. Fiji getting excited. A ton of support here in Vancouver. Want to give this crowd something to cheer about. Talatholo between the legs, maybe unintentionally. One-on-one battle. Kanibur Kulua off to Talatholo. Fiji regain the lead.
Well, hasn't he made an impact since coming on to replace him? More than a thing, and Talatholo has seen his athleticism in the line out. Look at him here, two defenders, chuck it over my right shoulder with my left hand. I'm going to get off the deck. Still had a lot of work to do once the receivers had to get rid of one more, but look at the balance of the young man when he takes this shot. That is so good. That is an athlete right there, Talatholo.
The extras added. Talatholo likes it here in Vancouver. He was the top try scorer with 5. Also not afraid to get rid of the ball. Look at that offload stat. 18 more than Nashu, New Zealander, who's up next. They'll be playing Spain. France down by 5. 2 minutes to play. As you mentioned, this here in Vancouver was their start of their run to that famous Olympic gold when they beat this Fijian side. Came into Vancouver, got to the final, and then won down in LA. Now the offload game, scything through the Fijian defense. Not only a 5-pointer, but with a conversion to come right in front with a minute and a half to play.
Just making it so easy. Nelson Ipe is the one who's going to get the score for France. But every time Fiji has threatened to break out on the scoreboard, France have had a reply with moments like this. It was just very slick, very concise, very easy for them to break their line. Really loving them.
If you're Coach Kolinethal for Fiji, that's way too easy.
Way too easy, yeah. Especially someone from the ilk of their coach who was known as defensive king in Osea Kolini Sao. You won't be happy. You don't want to get breaking on the outside, but in the middle, that's what you don't like as a coach. That just means people aren't working hard enough.
Nelson Ipe, the gold medalist from Paris, is happy to take it and give his team the lead. Footing with the sideline, does he get a hand on it? Yes, he does. So we're going to have a line out here for Fiji.
No, we're going to go back out on the force as a free kick. So now this is where Fiji are so good.
Free kick.
Here we go. This will be a set play from the training pitch. 35 seconds. Fiji down by 2. Oh, in and out. And the offload. Now the chip and chase. He's back in it. Can he get a bounce? Wicked bounce on the turf, but Fiji have their hands on it. Still alive. Talatholo. Knock-ons by Blues. The referee playing advantage to Fiji. The crowd can't quite believe they've got this advantage. Fijian players are getting to work. Oh, the short ball. Through the middle. Driving for the line. 10 meters to go. Just enough. Nanduvalo for Fiji as the hooter sounds.
And this is why, here's the best player on the 7th circuit. This is why Fiji are at the top of the standings. It was a nice kick. They chased hard. Daveta was the one that regathered it. Talatholo, I thought This might have been lost, but it's team play on because I've come off the French back. And then Nandu Valo continues to score try. He is an absolute monster at the moment.
Wow, intense stuff here. And they reversed the Olympic final score for now here in Vancouver. That was pool play. The extras are added. So Fiji 26, France 21 here as we get things underway in Vancouver.